Welcome to CJ's Closet. You'll find new friends in here. Start with a friendly doorknob. He'll let you in on adventure through your own imagination. There's Billy and Ketch and Scooter, Zoe and Louie too. They're here for you to play with. Come on along and you might learn a thing or two in CJ's Closet. Welcome to CJ's Closet. Welcome to CJ's Closet. Welcome to CJ's Closet.
On to the clubhouse.
Great, it's story time.
Let's play a game. The Puzzle Box.
Great, it's story time.
Choose an jungle safari. Outer space, underwater, Wild West. Jungle safari. Jungle safari. King Pua. Lost Scalded. A vine friend. King Pua. The story of King Pua. The gang followed the path through the beautiful jungle.
We have come to a river in the middle of our trail. How should we get across? By using rocks? By using a vine? By using a tree?
Click on an image that would make a safe bridge.
Rocks would be too heavy, and you would need a lot to make a bridge. Don't give up.
An old log, that's it. Good job. So Catch, Billy, and Zoe used an old fallen tree and crossed the river. Catch and his friends finally find the lost city of Forgive-Them-Not. Zoe reads this large message that was hanging on the front entrance.
Anyone from the village of Tinker is no longer allowed to enter the city of Forgive-Them-Not. Signed, King Pua.
They went into the city to explore and to find the king. The city was full of activity. They saw many shops and street vendors selling fruit and other good things to buy. At the center of town stood the tallest tower they had ever seen. The tower had a large round hole where something should go. What do you think is missing? A bell? A statue? A clock?
The bell would be nice to listen to, but it's not the right shape. Try again.
Good job. The clock is a perfect fit. Let's find the king and see what happened to the missing clock.
As they came to the castle door, they were stopped by a guard. Wait a minute! Before you enter, you'll need to answer one of King Pua's great riddles. In the beginning, who created the heavens and the earth? Sorry. Try again. Who did God tell to build a big boat called an ark? John Noah? Correct! You may enter. They walked down the great hall to King Pua's throne, where the king seemed to be quite upset. Catch introduced himself and his friends and asked what was wrong. The village of Tinker has taken our great clock from us. While we were asleep.
Why don't you ask for it back? I'm sure there's a good reason they took it.
I don't care why they took it. So Catch and the gang decided to go over to the village of Tinker and try to get the people to return King Pua's clock.
Before we leave, we need to get directions to the village. Which store should we visit first? Freddy's Tropical Fruit, House of Maps, All Natural Bicycle.
House of Maps is a perfect place to find our way. Great job!
The gang left the lost city with their new map. As they came to the village of Tinker, they saw many repair shops for all kinds of things. Which shop do you think will have King Pua's clock?
Patch's watch repair would be an ideal place to find a clock.
As Catch and his friends entered the shop, they saw the owner, Patch, pacing back and forth.
Why did you take King Pua's clock from the city of Forgive Them Not?
It was a terrible mistake. I was at the Lost City Market one day and noticed the clock was running slow. I thought as a surprise to the king I would sneak it out, fix it, and put it back before anyone noticed. But I didn't do it fast enough, and now the king is mad and won't let any of my people back into the city. I'm afraid to go back and explain.
Let's all take the clock back together. Even though taking the clock without asking was wrong, the king is sure to forgive you when he knows that you only wanted to fix it.
What is the best way to take the big clock back to the city of Forgive Them Not? By bike? By wheelbarrow? By horse and wagon?
By horse and wagon would be perfect. It could carry the clock and all of us too.
As the gang and their new friend Patch came to the lost city, trumpets began to blow. The guards had seen them with the clock. The whole city came out to see them unload the clock in the city square. What will Patch use to put the clock back in place? A ladder? A slingshot? A pulley?
A slingshot would be fun to use, but you could miss the hole and the clock could get damaged.
A pulley would hoist the clock up, but we could never get it back into place. A ladder would be perfect to carry the clock up into place.
Patch put the great clock back into the tower safe and sound, and it was running. When Patch looked down the ladder, he saw the king waiting for him. Slowly he went down the ladder, afraid of what the king was going to do to him. Catch has told me what has happened.
I'm sorry for taking the clock without asking. Could you forgive me?
Well, you did apologize. And you did bring our clock back. Okay. Your people are welcome back into our city. Now remember, no matter how good your intentions are, you should always ask before borrowing anything. The whole town celebrated with dancing and singing as the clock chimed throughout the city.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? We should not take things without asking. Like when Patch took the clock from King Pua to fix it, then he got embarrassed. Then the gang helped Patch do the right thing and returned the clock to the king. Then King Pua forgave the people of the village of Tinker, and God will forgive you as you forgive others. Your Heavenly Father will forgive you if you forgive those who sin against you. Goodbye from CJ's Closet. So long from CJ's Closet. See you in CJ's Closet.
A Lost Gold Adventure. Lost Gold Adventure. As the gang is exploring the jungle, we see all kinds of animals. Click on them to hear them speak.
That was fun, fun, fun! Let's choose choose a path and continue to explore.
As the gang follows their trail, they come across a new friend, Marty.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and this is Scooter and Louie. We are exploring.
G'day, mates. My name is Marty, and I'm looking for the lost gold of Rinky Dinky Doodles. I heard that it is hidden deep in a cave on Mount Balua.
Hey, soldier, that sounds like fun. Can we explore the cave with you while you look for lost gold?
Marty pauses and thinks to himself, I will need help hauling out the gold once I find it. But remember, mates, any gold we find is mine. At the top of the trail, they find a large boulder blocking their path. Look in Marty's backpack for some tools that will help move the boulder. Should we use a shovel, dynamite, or a hammer?
Dynamite! Great idea! But we better have Marty handle this part since he has a dynamite license.
Click on the fuse to light it. The path is cleared. Well, smack my head and call me a wallaby. I knew I'd find it.
Yeah! Let's go exploring!
Marty passes out safety helmets with lights so everyone can see. Now be careful in this cave, mates. There could be deep pits that swallow you up whole like a crocodile monster.
Maybe this is not such a good idea.
Just stay on the main trail and we should be okay. As our team explores the inside of the cave, they find many old drawings on the walls left by the Rinky Dinky Doodles. Everyone in the group has heard stories of what great artists the Rinky Dinky Doodles were. Can you name the different images in the cave drawings? Can you find the bird? Well done. Can you find the elephant? Well done. Can you find the fish? Well done. Can you find the hut? Well done. All right, mates, according to my map, we are coming to the end of the trail. There should be a suspending bridge that will lead to the gold.
Boy, we sure have gone down awfully deep. I sure hope we don't get lost.
Don't worry, Trooper. Marty has the coordinates.
They finally reach the end of their trail, but the bridge has been destroyed by falling rocks. How will the gang get across? The rock pillar, the rope, the boards.
The rock pillar! Great idea! It seems to be leaning, so let's give it a push. The rock pillar has fallen over, and created a bridge to the other side.
Everyone crosses the bridge while trying not to look down.
Wow! This must be the lost city of the Rinky Dinky Doodles.
The gold is in a great vault sealed behind this door, and only the correct combination will open it. Can you match up the correct halves to make an animal image? Well, if you're not the didgeridoo, the door is opening. The room is filled from top to bottom with gold statues, gold coins, gold cups, and even gold bicycles. Marty zips all around, loading his backpack with treasures.
Howdy, soldier. You're zipping around like a private at chow time.
Say, mates, would you mind helping me load up some gold in these extra bags I brought?
Sure. But don't you think we have enough already?
What, are you making a joke?
That's all we can carry. We better think about going home.
Well, all right, but I'm coming back tomorrow. As the gang leaves the vault, Marty accidentally hits a lever by the door on the way out. Suddenly, the vault door starts to shut and the ground shakes, causing rocks to fall down. Oh no! I set off a trap. The whole cave is coming down around us.
Troops, drop the gold or we'll never make it out fast enough.
The gang drops their bags and start to run for the rock bridge. But Marty refuses to let go of his treasures. He starts to fall behind the rest. As Scooter is crossing the bridge, a big boulder falls from the ceiling, causing the bridge to shift. Scooter is knocked off balance. He falls into the gorge, but lands on a ledge under the bridge. When Marty comes to the bridge, he hears Scooter calling for help. He sees Scooter on the rocky ledge and starts to look for a way to help him up. What do you see that Marty can use to help Scooter? Should he use a pole, gold scepter, or his backpack?
Scooter's wheels would slide down the pole if you tried to climb it. Keep trying.
His backpack. Great idea.
Marty realizes he will have to empty the gold out of his backpack to save Scooter. Quickly he does, and lowers the strap down to his new friend.
Thanks, pal. Now hop on. We're getting out of here.
Marty hops onto Scooter's back, and they drive over the bridge and out of the cave, where the rest of the gang is waiting for them.
We were afraid you weren't going to make it out.
Marty helped me, but lost all his treasures.
That's okay, mate. I found something more valuable.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? Like you cannot serve God and money. Don't be greedy with anything. God will take care of you just like Scooter. 'Cause when Marty had found all the gold, he kept wanting to get some more. But when Scooter was needing his help, then he dumped all his treasure to make room for Scooter, and he found a true friend. You cannot serve two masters, God and money, for you will hate one and love the other, or else the other way around. Goodbye from CJ's Closet. So long from CJ's Closet. See you in CJ's Closet.
A vine friend. A vine friend. It was a beautiful day in the jungle, and the gang decided to explore the treetops of the rainforest. As they climbed up the branches and vines, they came across a new friend.
Hello, my name is Swing.
Hi, I'm Catch, and this is Billy and Scooter. We hope it's okay for us to be up here exploring.
Sure. Would you like to see where I live?
That would be great. We'll just climb back down.
No need. Our city, Vertigogo, is here in the trees.
As Swing pointed in the direction of his home, the gang began to see the beginnings of a village through the branches. It was like one huge tree house with streets and sidewalks and homes.
I'm on my way to the market for my mum. Would you like to come along? Sounds like fun. Let's go.
What's the best way to travel to the market if you live in Vertigogo? By skateboard? By vines? by pogo stick.
If we used a pogo stick, we would bump our heads on the branches when we bounce. Keep trying.
By vines is a great idea. We can all swing through the trees.
Everyone grabs a vine and swings through the trees until they get to the market. When they arrive, they see all kinds of food and yummy things to eat.
Can you help me fill my mom's grocery list?
Find an item in the market and click on it to fill the list.
Can you find the fish? Fish, check. Can you find the milk? Milk, a gallon will do. Can you find the bread? Bread, just 2. Can you find the oranges? Oranges? Yes, we need oranges. Wow, that was the fastest I've ever shopped. Thank you for your help.
The gang goes with Swing to the cashier to pay for the groceries. Swing sees his neighbor Simsang at the counter.
Hello, Mr. Simsang.
Why, good morning, Swing. Swing places his groceries on the counter for the cashier to add up and introduces his new friends to Simsang. Well, it's always nice to see new faces at the market.
Your total is 15 greenbacks.
My mum only gave me 11 greenbacks.
How much more will Swing need to pay for the groceries? 4 greenbacks, 1 greenback, or 2 greenbacks?
4 greenbacks. You got it.
That's all right, Swing. Here's the difference. You tell your mom she can pay me back when I see her next time.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Simsang.
So they each grabbed a bag and followed Swing back to his home.
This is where I live.
Swing showed them to the kitchen and unloaded the groceries on the table.
Hey, let's help put the food away. Where does the bread go? The bread box. Way to go.
Where does the frozen fish belong? In the freezer.
Where does the milk go? The refrigerator? Great job.
Where do the oranges go? The fruit bowl is the spot.
Hearing all of the commotion, Swing's mom comes into the kitchen.
Oh, hi, Swing dear. Who are your new friends?
Hi, Mum. This is Catch, Billy, and Scooter. They helped me at the market.
Oh, thank you very much. Did everything at the market go okay?
We didn't have enough money, so Mr. Simsang paid the difference. He said you could pay him later.
That was awfully nice of him. Why don't you go and pay him now, since you're done with your chores?
So, Swing took the 4 greenbacks and went over to Mr. Simsang's house. On the way, Swing and the gang passed the toy store. Swing stopped to look at a particular toy that he had always wanted.
Hey, let's go in and look around the toy store.
Hey, Swing, don't you think you should first pay back Mr. Simsang?
We will, but I want to take a look at the toys first. We'll go to Simsang's afterwards.
Reluctantly, the gang goes into the toy store with Swing. Click on the different toys and watch them play.
Welcome to CJ's Closet. Welcome
While the gang is looking at the toys on the shelves, Swing comes up from behind.
Well, let's get going.
Hey, what's in the bag?
You'll see.
As they all leave the toy store, Swing stops at a park bench and sets a bag down. He pulls out a brand new red airplane.
Isn't it to beauty? I've been wanting this plane for the longest time. You didn't use Mr. Simsang's money to pay for that, did you? It's okay. I can pay him next week with my allowance.
Well, yeah, but you have the money today.
Stop worrying. Mr. Simsang won't mind. Watch how fast I can make it fly.
Swing ran around in circles with his new plane high in the air, pretending it was flying. He accidentally ran into someone on the sidewalk, and Swing fell to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Simsang?
That's okay, Swing. Here, you dropped your, plane. The price tag was still on the plane. Mr. Simsang, realizing it was brand new, hands it to Swing without saying a word. Have fun with your new toy. As Mr. Simsang walks away, the gang gathers around Swing.
I feel awful. Did you see the look in his eyes? You were right. I should have paid him back with the money Mum gave me.
Well, now what are we gonna do?
I have an idea. I hope it's not too late.
Swing wraps up the toy and takes it into the toy store and explains the whole story to the owner. Click the white ball with your mouse and follow it through the maze. To start again, click on the Start Over button. When they get to the front door, Swing rings the bell. Well, it's Swing and his new friends. Come on in, kids.
Mr. Simsang, I owe you an apology. My mum gave me the money to pay you back today, but instead I bought a toy plane.
I thought that might be the case when I saw that new toy of yours.
But I returned it, and here's your money. I'm sorry.
That must have been a hard thing to do. Thank you, Swing, for paying me back so quickly. Mr. Simsang was very pleased with Swing's change of heart.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? Like when Swing and the gang went shopping, and then Swing didn't have enough money, so Mr. Simsang loaned it to him. Then his mother gave Swing the money to take back to the grocery store. But instead he bought a new airplane. And then he had a change of heart and took back the money to Mr. Simsang. Do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it is in your power to act. Goodbye from CJ's Closet. So long from CJ's Closet. See you in CJ's Closet.
Outer space. Outer starlight, starlight, star bright. We find the gang of the WWJD 3000 sailing through space and sightseeing.
Boy, there sure are a lot of stars at this end of the galaxy.
Yes. Some even look like different animals.
Let's see how many animals you can find. Can you find the horse? Great job. Can you find the dog? Great job. Can you find the bird? Great job. Can you find the cat? Great job. As the gang comes around a cluster of asteroids, they meet up with two locals.
Greetings, visitors. My name is Light.
And I'm Bright.
Oh, we were just admiring all the neat shapes in your starry sky.
Oh, yes. We work very hard on them.
What do you mean?
You see, our job is to keep them all lit and twinkling. Boy, that must keep you hopping.
You said it.
What do you think the twins used to light the stars with? Lighter fluid, a match, glowing neutron wand.
A glowing neutron wand is what the twins use. Great job.
See that? A star just flickered out. Watch how fast I can relight it.
And before anyone could say a word, Bright was off like a shot and back within the blink of an eye.
That's nothing. See those 3 stars over there? I can blow them out and relight them so fast your head would spin.
With a blur, Light did just that and was right next to his brother in no time.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
See that star over there? I bet I can loop around that asteroid twice and light that star before you.
You're on, Bright.
So the gang watched as the brothers tried to outdo each other.
You'll never make it before me. I'm the best starlighter around.
Huh? That's what you think.
As the twins came out of their turn around the asteroid, they ran right into the mayor of Starville's space limo.
What hit us? Oh, the Astro twins. I should have known better. Trying to outdo each other again. I would have thought you two would have learned your lesson by now.
Sorry, Mayor.
I'm going to put a stop to this petty rivalry once and for all.
What will the mayor decide? A race? A timeout? New jobs?
A race would decide who's the fastest. Great job.
A race in front of the city sounds great.
Eddie's troops. I don't think this is the right way to settle there.
And who are you?
These are visitors to Starville, Mayor.
I'm sorry, fellas, but unless you're citizens of Starville, you don't have a say in the matter.
So the gang follows the mayor's space limo as it is being towed back to Starville.
Look at all the beautiful light.
Welcome to the city of Starville. Before you enter, you must solve one of the following riddles. Who drove Jesus into the wilderness to be tempted? That's correct. You may enter.
As the gang entered the city, they could see the twins under a big banner.
When I fire this laser gun, you two are to follow the course that I have laid out. If you don't complete the course before you cross the finish line, you are disqualified. The one who completes the course the fastest will be awarded this.
What should the winner receive? A pizza? Movie passes? A trophy?
A trophy. That's it. Great job.
This will declare them the greatest starlighter in the galaxy. Are you ready? Get set, go!
With a pull of the trigger, the twins were off. Bright pulls ahead with a huge lead as he rounds the meteor field first. Then, as they come to the first group of stars, he has them lit and glowing in seconds.
Let's see Light top that. Ha!
But Light seemed to be having trouble keeping up with his brother.
I need to make up some time without leaving the course.
Light looks at his course map.
Here we go! I'll get close to that Class 4 black hole on turn 3, and it will slingshot me ahead.
But as Light tries his maneuver, he gets caught in the strong gravity and starts to get sucked in like bathwater down a drain. Up ahead, Bright can see the finish line.
I'm really going to put Light in his place this time.
As Bright takes a quick look behind, he sees Light being sucked into a black hole.
Now there is no way he can win. I'm going to be known as the greatest starlighter ever.
But the closer he got to the finish line, the more he thought about his brother and the danger he's in. Suddenly, Bright swings around just inches from the finish line.
Light, hold on, I'm coming.
What should Bright use to save a laser? An asteroid? A harpoon?
A harpoon gun would hook the spacecraft and drop Bright into the black hole too. Keep trying.
A laser would hit the spacecraft but bounce off its surface. Don't give up.
Asteroid, great idea. Bright can push one of the spacecraft and it will knock him out of the black hole like a bumper car. Great job.
You had me worried there for a minute.
The Astro twins came to the end of the course and crossed the finish line together.
As mayor of Starville, I bestow upon both of you title of the greatest starlighters of the galaxy.
And the greatest brother a twin could ever have.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today about learning to love each other? When the gang met the twins Light and Bright and they tried to outdo each other, then the mayor put them in a race to see who was the best of all. But when Light got himself in trouble, Bright decided to save him, and then they were able to end together. You must love others as much as yourself. Goodbye from CJ's Closet. So long from CJ's Closet. See you in CJ's Closet.
Astro catastrophe. Astro catastrophe.
As the WWJD-3000 makes its final approach to the space station Zulon, Billy begins to start the landing procedures.
Ready to engage landing cycle.
Let's help Billy land the WWJD-3000 by following the main computer's instructions.
Turn off thrusters. Sorry, does not compute. Please try again. 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 Sorry does not compute. Sorry does not compute. Sorry does not compute. Engage landing thrusters. Switch landing gear to down.
Touchdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Landing complete. Powering down.
Yippee, we're here! I can't wait to explore the space station.
As the gang leaves their ship and walks down the space tube to the entrance of the station, they realize they will have to complete the airlock combination to enter.
Match up the 3 images to make one picture.
Hi, my name is Beam. I'm one of the main Zulons who runs this great space station.
Hi, babe. I'm Billy. And this is Zoe's scooter. We were hoping for a tour of your home.
Sure, but Zulon is more than a home. It's the most advanced space station ever.
Wow, 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 wow! It must be hard to operate.
For others, maybe. But we Zulons are quite superior when it comes to technical things.
Beam brought the gang to the wall monitor map. What part of the station should we visit first?
Planetarium.
Ooh, the Space Arboretum.
Laser tag sound.
Ooh, the Space Arboretum.
Click on the different images. When you want to leave, click the right arrow.
Hello.
Hi.
Planetarium.
Click on the different planets. When you want to leave, click the right arrow. The Sun. The Sun is one of more than 100 billion stars in our galaxy. The Sun is by far the largest object in the solar system. Its magnetic field is very strong and extends well beyond Pluto. In addition to heat and light, the Sun also emits a low-density stream of charged particles known as solar wind. The solar wind has a large effect on the tails of comets and even has a measurable effect on spacecraft. The Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun and the 8th largest. Mercury has been visited by only one spacecraft, the Mariner 10. It flew by 3 times in 1974 and 1975. Mercury is in many ways similar to the Moon. Its surface is heavily cratered and very old. Mercury's interior is dominated by a large iron core. Amazingly, radar observations of Mercury's North Pole, a region not mapped by Mariner 10, show evidence of water ice in the protected shadows of some craters. Earth. Venus. Venus is the 2nd planet from the Sun and the 6th largest. Venus is sometimes regarded as Earth's sister planet. In some ways they are very similar. There are several layers of clouds many kilometers thick composed of sulfuric acid. These clouds completely obscure our view of the surface. Venus probably once had large amounts of water like Earth, but it all boiled away. Venus is now quite dry. It is usually visible with the unaided eye. Earth. Earth is the 3rd planet from the Sun and the 5th largest. Temperatures at the center of the core are very hot. 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Earth is the only planet on which water can exist in liquid form on the surface. Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and the 7th largest. Mars has a very thin atmosphere. Mars has permanent ice caps at both poles. When it is in the nighttime sky, Mars is easily visible with the unaided eye. Jupiter. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun and by far the largest. Jupiter is more than twice as massive as all the other planets combined. Jupiter does not have a solid surface. Its gaseous material simply gets denser with depth. The Great Red Spot is big enough to hold 2 Earths. Jupiter has rings like Saturn's, but much fainter and smaller. Saturn is the 6th planet from the Sun and the 2nd largest. Saturn's interior is hot and radiates more energy into space than it receives from the Sun. Saturn's rings are extraordinarily thin. The ring particles seem to be composed primarily of water and ice. Uranus. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun and the 3rd largest. It is the first planet discovered in modern times by William Herschel in 1690. Uranus's south pole pointed almost directly at the Sun. It is composed primarily of rock and various ices. Like other gas planets, Uranus has rings. Neptune. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun and the 4th largest. Because Pluto's orbit is so eccentric, it sometimes crosses the orbit of Neptune, making Neptune the most distant planet from the Sun for a few years. Neptune's composition has various ice and rock and about 15% hydrogen. Neptune also has faint rings. One of the rings appears to have a curious, twisted structure. Pluto. Pluto is the farthest planet from the Sun and by far the smallest. There are some who think Pluto would be better classified as a large asteroid or comet rather than a planet. Pluto rotates in the opposite direction from most of the other planets. Shoot as many discs as you can. When you want to leave, click the right arrow.
Now we'll go to the main control room. It's the nerve center of our great city.
The gang followed Bean to a transport tube.
Select the level. Science lab.
Oops, this doesn't look like the main control room.
Select the level. Cafeteria lounge.
A wide variety of, food. But keep trying.
Select the level. Main control room.
We made it!
Wow, this is amazing! It must be quite the job just repairing and maintaining a station of this size. Yeah. But it's even more difficult and impressive running all of this equipment.
The gang looked at each other, puzzled by Bean's response.
Here, let me show you our deep space sonar. We can see objects light years before they can see us.
Neat, neat, neat! Hey, what's that blinking light there?
Oh, that's nothing. Just some old space junk.
Should we be worried? It's getting close, close, close.
No. If there was anything to worry about, the computer would set off the perimeter alarm.
What's going on?
I don't know. Computer, why is the alarm sounding?
An asteroid will hit the station in 1 minute. What countermeasures would you like to take?
Oh no! What will the gang do? How should we stop the asteroid?
Missile launch, evacuation, or station thrusters? A missile launch would only fragment the asteroid. Evacuation would take 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 13 seconds. The asteroid will hit in 43 seconds. Station thrusters will fire in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
But the station did not move an inch.
Computer, what happened?
Thrusters are offline.
Why?
The gadgets are performing their 3 million light-year checkup.
The gadgets, who are they? Well, the gadgets are the ones that keep Zulon repaired and running. But we're the ones that push all the buttons and turn the dials.
Hurry! We need to get the gadgets to put the thrusters online. Could you get them a message?
They're deep in the sublevels of the station. We've never had to communicate with them before.
How should Beam get a message to the gadgets?
By televiewer, by carrier pigeon, or by mail. Televiewer on, dialing into sublevels.
Hello? Can any gadget hear me? This is Beam calling from the upper levels. Hello?
This is Gadget Mechanic Duncan. Is this really a message from the Zulons?
Yes. Now, listen. We, need your help.
You always need our help. Constantly breaking computers, over pushing circuits. We're the ones that keep this place together.
Oh, yeah? Well, if it wasn't for us, there'd be no one to run the station.
Stop it, you two. We only have 25 seconds left.
You're right, Grunkin. Listen, we have an asteroid heading to the station, and we need you to turn the...
An asteroid? Oh, no!
Grunkin, listen! You have to put the station thrusters back online so we can get out of its way.
So quickly the gadgets got the thruster online with only seconds to spare.
Station thrusters will fire in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hold on, everyone!
The mighty thrusters roared into action and the great station began to move. With a rumble, the asteroid barely misses Zulon and flies on into deep space. A great cheer went over the city. For the first time, a celebration was held for both Zulons and gadgets in appreciation for each other.
end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today about learning to work with others? Like when Beam had to work with the gadgets to save Zulon from the asteroid. And because they all worked together, they were saved from catastrophe. So they all had a celebration and decided from now on they all would cooperate for Planet Zulon. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their work. Goodbye from CJ's closet. So long from CJ's closet. See you in CJ's closet.
A ton of bully.
Exploring the outer rim of our solar system, Billy realizes that the fuel cells on the WWJD-3000 are running low.
We need to find a refueling station. I'll bring up an Astro map of this sector. Chart a course to the nearest refueling station.
Meteor mics used. Soft galaxy. Super does not compute atoms. A course being plotted.
We have just enough fuel for one more warp jump. Everyone buckle up.
The ship's computer begins countdown.
Warp jump will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
That's it! Adam's atomic fuel cell station. I'm going to bring the ship in for a landing.
The ship makes a soft touchdown.
Your ship is in tip-top shape.
Let's all get out and take a look around before we leave. Great idea. I want to get an Astro Gulp drink and some alien tentacle jerky.
Yuck, yuck, yuck! How can you eat that stuff?
Some people just aren't meant for the open road.
Billy parks the WWJD-3000. He hurries to catch up with the rest of the crew.
Hi, I'm Timmy, one of the androtechs here at the station.
Hi, I'm Catch, and this is Billy and Scooter. What is an androtech? If you don't mind me asking.
No, that's okay. Basically, an androtech is someone who repairs and refuels all the ships that come in and out each day.
Wow, wow, wow! That must keep you busy.
Oh, yes.
Just then, a huge space semi pulls into the station.
Look at that driver, you guys! He cut in line, and he pushed that other ship out of the way.
That's not just any space driver. That's Big D.
Who's Big D?
With a crash, the driver's side hatch of the space semi slams open and a huge robot driver comes stomping out and over to the gang.
Where is that sniveling little androtech Tinny?
The gang looked at each other and backed away from Big D.
Well,
Where is he?
I'm right here, Big D.
Big D reaches around the gang and pulls Tinny up to eye level.
Last time I came into this dump, I had you tune up my warp drive. While making a left turn around a Class 5 black hole, I tried to engage it, and guess what? It didn't work. Everything in my cargo bay got sucked into another dimension.
But I told you that repairing it would not work. You needed a new one. But you didn't want us.
Are you calling me a cheapskate now?
No, sir. I'll get it replaced.
Big D drops Tinny on the ground and heads into the diner.
You really shouldn't let him treat you like that.
But I can't fight back. He's too big.
fighting isn't the answer either.
Hey, let's all pitch in to help pay for Big D's new part.
Are you kidding? I hate that guy. I wish he got sucked into that black hole with his cargo.
We need to show love to those who aren't so nice. I know it's not easy. Let's all pray for God to soften Big D's heart, and then we can get started on the repairs.
So the gang gathered together with Tinny and said a prayer. Then they pulled the space semi into the garage. Let's help with the repairs. Lift the space semi up so Tinny can work under the craft.
Hydraulic lift activated.
Now, let's run a test on the part.
Part test complete.
Lower the space semi.
Hydraulic lift deactivated.
There. Good as new.
With a crash of the diner door, Big D comes marching out.
The repairs had better be done right this time, Tinny.
Tinny didn't make the repairs, Big D.
He what?
Big D looked like he was going to blow his top.
Whoa. Instead, we all pitched in and bought the new part you needed and had it installed.
You did that? But why?
It was all Tinny's idea.
After the way I treated you all? Why would you do anything nice for me?
Well, the gang here convinced me it was better to be nice to those who are mean to you. I was just hoping it would ease your temper.
As Big D stood there, he realized something for the first time. He was a bully.
You know, I've been pushing others around all my life because I thought I was big. But today, Tinny, you showed me that you're the bigger person.
Tinny breathes a sigh of relief as he and the gang are treated to silent slurps in the diner, compliments of Big D.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? When the gang met their new friend Tinny, and they found out he was afraid of Big D when he showed up for repairs. And the gang helped Tinny do something that was nice for his enemy. And they bought a new part for Big D. Then he realized that he'd been a bully all his life, and now he would change. Listen, all of you, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Goodbye from CJ's Closet. So long from CJ's Closet. See you in CJ's Closet.
Underwater. A whale of a story. Wild wet underwater. A whale of a story. A whale of a story. We find the gang on a boat, enjoying the sea air and the afternoon sun. What is the best way to move the boat through the water? With a fan? With oars? With a kite?
Oars are a great idea. Now we can paddle where we want to go.
Yeah. Now we can see the sight.
As the gang rows by the beautiful tropical islands, they can see all kinds of animals. Click on an animal to hear the sound it makes.
I'm getting tired of all this rowing.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Why don't we stop at this island and have a picnic?
That sounds great.
So the gang rows to the island and secures the boat. The gang sat on their beach towels under the big umbrella that Scooter brought and enjoyed their peanut butter sandwiches.
Hey, is it just me, or is this island moving up and down?
Don't be silly, sailor. How can an island move?
But suddenly it did. It began to rise higher and higher. Everyone lost their balance and rolled down the island and into the water. When Louis came to the surface, he was looking straight into a huge eye.
Guys? I think the island is looking at us.
With a chuckle, the island began to speak.
I'm not an island. I'm Spout, the whale.
Oh dear, I'm sorry we ate lunch on your back.
That's okay. You'd be surprised at how often it happens.
Hi. It's nice to meet you, Spout. I'm Scooter, and this is Louie and Zoe.
What brings you out to Coconutty Bay?
Well, you see, we're rolling around the islands taking inventory of the wildlife.
Well, you just met up with the right whale. I know every island here like the back of my flipper. Once I visited all the islands in 1 hour. Being such a great swimmer and all.
Would you mind showing us around?
Of course not. As a matter of fact, I'm the only whale that can. Others would beach themselves too easily, but I'm too smart for that.
The gang climbs back into the boat and tries to figure out the best way to follow Spout so they can keep up. Should they use a rope, sonar, breadcrumbs?
Rope is a great idea. We can tie one end to the boat and the other to Spout's tail. Then we'll be able to keep up.
Are your ropes all secure?
Yes, and we are ready when you are.
Now remember, I'm the strongest swimmer around, so if you see an island you want me to visit, just let me know.
As Spout starts to swim, the gang passes by many islands.
Hoo-ah! We could never have seen all these islands in one day.
This is nothing. Just watch this.
Spout begins to swim faster, but the gang gets scared and tries to hold on as best they can.
You're going too fast, Spout.
It's okay. I can handle it.
Spout zips around the islands, coming dangerously close to the beachfronts.
We're going to get beached if you don't slow down.
This is nothing. Just watch this.
But before Spout could say another word, bang! Spout found himself stuck on the beach. The gang got up from under their boat and shook off the sand.
I don't understand. I thought I was the best swimmer ever. How could this have happened?
Spout, my friend, you were so busy wanting to show off and give yourself praise that you weren't paying any attention to what you were doing.
I am a great swimmer.
You're a pretty good bulldozer, too. Look at this mess.
With palm trees knocked over and piles of sand everywhere, the gang didn't know where to begin repairing the damage. What is the best way to get Spout off the beach? By using the trees, the boat, the coconuts.
The boat was wrecked when we hit the beach. Keep trying.
Coconuts would be a refreshing drink, but they can't help Spout get free. Don't give up.
The fallen trees are a great idea. We can roll Spout over the top of them like a conveyor belt.
So the gang lined up the fallen trees behind and under Spout.
This will never work. I'm too big to move. Looks like all my boasting about being a great swimmer sure got me in a pickle this time.
Don't worry, Spout. We're going to use the fallen trees like a conveyor. The log should roll under you and take you right into the sea.
So the gang got in front of Spout and began to push. Slowly he began to move, then a little more, until finally he'd made it back into the water.
I'm not stuck on land anymore. Hey, do you guys want to see something only really good swimmers can do?
Spout!
Admit when they're wrong.
So Spout apologized to the gang and gave them a ride back to Coconutty Bay. This time Spout was careful to make sure he stayed clear of the beaches.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? Like when the gang met the whale named Spout, and he talked about what a great swimmer he was, but he was going too fast. Then he beached himself on an island, and the gang had to help him out. So they got him back in the water, and he said he was sorry, admitting he was wrong and learning his lesson. For everyone who tries to honor himself shall be humbled, and he who humbles himself shall be honored. Goodbye from CJ's closet. So long from CJ's closet. See you in CJ's closet.
Don't judge a clam by its shell. Don't judge a clam by its shell.
As the gang explores the ocean in their submarine, they come across all kinds of different and exciting animals. Click on them to hear them speak.
That was neat. Let's get ready to dive deeper to the ocean bottom.
All hands on deck. Prepare for dive.
Roger Dodger, Captain Billy.
Click on the steering wheel to dive the sub.
Well done, sailor. We're right on course.
The gang comes to a coral cave and decides to explore the inside. Click on the different sea life to learn more about them. Starfish are common in tide pools. Starfish vary in size from under a ½ inch to over 3 feet in diameter. They are commonly dull shades of yellow or orange, but there are many brightly colored ones as well. There are about 2,000 kinds distributed throughout the world, mostly in shallow water along rocky coasts. Over 4,500 living kinds are known. They are found throughout the world, especially in shallow, warm waters. Adult sponges attach themselves to rocks, coral, and shells. Brightly colored sponges are common. Bath sponges used in your bathtub were once living sponges found in the ocean. These tiny plants help make up plankton. The more highly developed types of seaweed usually vary in length and shape, which often resemble a plant in having stem-like and leaf-like parts. Sea cucumbers live with one side facing permanently down. Some burrow in the sand or mud and have lost all tube feet. Some of them eat bottom material, while others use tube tentacles to capture particles or plankton and transfer them to the mouth. Coral. Corals grow in both warm and temperate climates, but they are most abundant in warm, shallow water. Over 200 coral species are found in the Great Barrier Reef of Australia. Starfish. As the sub leaves the coral cave, they come across a curious new friend.
Hey there, my name is Schoolie. What are you guys doing this deep?
Well, hi, Schoolie. I'm Billy, and this is Catch and Scooter. We're exploring the underwater caves.
Let me give you a tour of my home. My dad is King Dorsal, and we live in the Seashell Palace just beyond that ridge. Come on, let's go.
Before Billy could say another word, Schoolie goes shooting off. The gang does their best to follow him. On their way to the palace, they come across an old sunken ship.
Neat, neat, neat. Can we look around that old sunken ship?
Come on. Time's a-wasting.
We're in no hurry. Besides, we want to check out that sunken ship.
What? That? We better not. That's the home of Clam. I go to Coral Elementary with her. We have the same math class.
Can't we stop to say hi?
Oh no, she doesn't like new people, and she isn't very outgoing. I've tried to get her to be more spirited like me, but she's always clammed up in her shell. Come on, I'll race you to the palace.
And zip, Schoolie was off again, leaving Billy, Scooter, and Catch behind. So the gang continued on.
Ooh, what is that?
That's the coral maze. My home is on the other side. Come on, it's easy to get through.
Schoolie, wait! You need to show us the way.
Oh no, that would take way too much time.
But before Billy could say another word, he was gone. Click the white ball with your mouse and follow it through the maze. To start again, click on the Start Over button.
What took you guys so long?
We were hoping that you would be patient enough to help us through.
make it on your own, and I didn't feel like waiting. Besides, we're almost there.
As the gang leaves the maze, they see a beautiful coral cave.
Wow, wow, wow! Look at all the glowing lights! Can we go through the coral cave?
No, we better not. That's Crabmeyer's home. We have biology class together. He's kind of a grumpy guy, being a crab and all. Come on. It's not far now.
As the sub follows Schoolie over a ridge of rocks, his home comes into view.
Wow, I've never seen anything so beautiful.
Let's go see my dad, King Dorsal. He will be so excited to meet you. Let's go, Slowpokes.
Schoolie, wait! Well, there he goes again.
Billy, I have a great idea.
As they approach the palace entrance, they are stopped by a seahorse patrol.
Before you're granted entrance, you must answer how many criminals were crucified with Jesus. 2 correct. You may enter.
The gang sees Schoolie and the king at the palace door.
Man, this time you guys were really slow. We've been waiting forever.
Now, Schoolie, that's no way to act in front of your new friends. Aren't you going to introduce me?
Sure. Everybody, this is my dad. Dad, this is everybody.
Names, Schoolie. What is everyone's name?
Aw, Dad, that takes too long. They can tell you their names later. Come on, guys, let's go do something.
Schoolie.
Well, that's okay, King Dorsal. Besides, we have some more friends to introduce.
Help the gang open the hatch to the sub so their new friends can get out. Oops, keep trying. Oops, keep trying. Oops, 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 oops. That's it. The hatch is open.
King Dorsal, let me introduce Clabalaba and Crabmeyer.
I know you kids. You go to school with my son. I haven't seen you around the palace in quite a while.
No wonder, the way Clamalama is always shut up in her shell. Then there's Crabmeyer. The more I show him a good time, the crabbier he gets. Ah, you wanted to play games, but never take time to explain rules. Then you would always run off, leaving me behind. When you did stay long enough, all you would do is tell me how crabby I am. Well, that was why.
And you would make me do things I didn't think was fun. You never take a minute and listen to what I wanted to do. Finally, I would just shut my shell when you came along.
See, Schoolie? You were so busy judging your friends that you didn't even see your own problem.
I'm not the one with any problems.
Yes, you are, son. You need to learn patience. You made Clamalama feel insecure, Crabmire angry.
And you made us feel unwelcome by leaving us behind.
I'm sorry, everyone, and especially you, Clamalama and Crabmire. Can we still be friends?
Sure. What are friends for?
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? When the gang met their new friend Schoolie, and he kept swimming off, leaving them to find their own way, and that was not nice. Then the gang picked up Schoolie's two friends, introducing them to the king, and they all realized that Schoolie never stopped just to listen to his friends and find out what they really were like. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? Goodbye from CJ's closet. So long from CJ's closet. See you in CJ's closet.
Under Wild West. Wild West.
The Adventures of Bucky Palooka. The Adventures of Bucky Palooka.
After a long day on the dusty trail, the gang arrives at Horseshoe Ranch.
We had better find a place to leave the horses so they can get some rest, and water.
Where would be the best place at the ranch for the horses to rest? The stable.
The stables are a great place to take the horses to rest. Great job.
So the gang left the horses at the Horseshoe Ranch stables and decided to take a look around.
Boy, it sure feels good to walk around.
You said it. Hey, what's all that commotion about?
I don't know, but it's coming from over there.
The gang heads over to the corral where a group of ranch hands were gathered. What do you think the cowboys are watching? Kittens in a box, soap opera, bronco busting?
Kittens in a box would be cute to watch, but not for these guys. Don't give up.
Soap operas would require a TV, and they don't even have a radio. Keep trying.
Bronco busting is what the ranch hands like to watch. Great job.
Wow, we're watching Bucky Palooka break in some Broncos today.
As the gang turned back around to watch, they see Bucky walking over to them.
Why, howdy, strangers. What'd y'all think of my show?
That was great!
Heck, that was nothing. Hey, Luke, tell 'em about the time I rode a buffalo.
But before Luke could say a word, Bucky told the story.
This buffalo must have been 2 stories high with horns out to there. I just grabbed him and...
As Bucky told his story, the gang began to notice something.
Hey, where did everyone go?
What? Yeah, that seems to happen a lot when I'm telling a story. The guys around here seem to be a little jealous.
I don't think they're jealous, Bucky.
Heck, why they sure are. Like the time I told them I single-handedly wrestled a 30-foot rattler. Now that's a story. It all happened back in the summer of 1864. I was...
Bucky? Do you think you could teach us how to be cowboys?
Why, sure, partner.
What do you think a cowboy does? Herds puppies, herds hamsters, herds cattle?
Herding hamsters would be way too hard because of their size. Keep trying.
Herding puppies is not a good idea because the ranch hands would be too busy petting them. Don't give up.
Herding cattle. That's what cowboys do. Great job.
Well, let's go over to the stables and get your horses.
As the gang goes inside, they see the ranch hands coming out with the horses.
Howdy, boys. I'm gonna teach our new friends here how to be cowboys. Hey, Ray, tell them about the time I taught Teddy how to ride a horse.
But before Ray could get a word in...
Howdy, boys. I'm gonna teach our new friends here how to be cowboys. Hey, Ray, tell them about the time I taught Teddy how to ride a horse.
But before Ray could get a word in...
I was out riding one day, minding my own business. The next thing I know...
But just like before, everyone rolled their eyes and left.
Hey, Bucky! Everyone is gone again.
You see what I mean? They're jealous.
I don't think that's why they keep leaving.
You don't?
Heck no! You're always talking about yourself around others, and it makes them, well, not want to be around you.
But I like telling my stories.
Telling stories is okay, but not when they're told to make you feel better than the others around you.
That's what I've been doing all this time? Golly, I didn't know.
Knowing a problem exists. Well, that's the first step in fixing it, soldier.
Well, if you guys still want to hang around with me, I'd love to show you how to herd cattle.
Of course we do, on both accounts.
Great! Let's get started.
The gang headed out of Horseshoe Ranch to the open plains where Bucky began to show them how to be cowboys.
Okay, partners. We need to get these cattle to the destination by nightfall.
Where do the cattle need to go? The park? A birthday party? Tiny's Moo Moo Ranch?
Tiny's Moo Moo Ranch is the right destination. Great job, soldier.
So as the gang headed out, they saw Scooter up ahead having trouble with his horse.
Oh no! My horse just saw a snake! Easy, girl!
But the horse took off like a bullet across the open plain.
Oh no! Scooter's horse is running wild!
And heading for the canyon edge.
Bucky, what do we do?
But Bucky was already halfway to Scooter and closing fast.
Wow, look at him ride!
Bucky came alongside Scooter's horse and grabbed the reins, turning them to safety.
That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
It was nothing. We better call it a day and head back to the Horseshoe Ranch.
But what about getting the cattle to Tiny's Moo Moo Ranch?
We better let your horse rest for the night first.
As the gang came into the ranch, everyone gathered around wondering why they were back so soon.
Oh, what happened, Bucky?
Not much. We just decided to wait a day.
Not much. Bucky, you're just saved my life.
Really? How did it happen?
So Scooter told them the whole story, and the ranch hands cheered Bucky for his bravery. Bucky realized for the first time that hearing someone else telling his story is more rewarding than telling one about himself.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? Like when Bucky bragged about himself, and the ranch hands all walked away 'cause they were tired of hearing his tales. Then the gang told him very nicely he should let others sing his praise. Scooter's horse started running wild. Bucky saved him, and when they got back, Scooter told them what Bucky had done. Don't praise yourself. Let others do it. Goodbye from CJ's closet. So long from CJ's closet. See you in CJ's closet.
All the glitters! All the glitters! We find the gang riding across the Great Plains on their trusty steeds.
Billy, we have been riding a long time. Is the town of Tumbleweed much further?
Yeah, I'm sure my horse could use a juice break about now.
We should be able to see it over the next ridge.
As the gang makes it around the bend, they see the town Tumbleweed in the distance.
Hey guys, who is that up ahead?
As the gang gets closer, they see three masked men on horses blocking the road.
Hi. I'm Billy, and this is Zoe and Catch. We're on our way to Tumbleweed.
I'm afraid not, partner. See, we're the Riddle Gang. We ride all over the West blocking passage to towns from regular folks like yourself until one of our riddles is answered correctly.
And if we don't answer it right?
Then we ask another.
That's kind of a weird gang.
Huh? It's a living. What was Jesus' mother's name? Susan. Heather. Susan. Mary. Correct. You may enter.
As the gang arrives into town, they meet up with the local sheriff.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Howdy, strangers. What brings you to these parts?
We are exploring the Great Plains of the Wild West.
Them horses of yours look like they can use a juice break. Why don't you tie them up at the Tutti Frutti trough and stay a spell? Here's our town directory. Just click on the place you'd like to go.
The Okie Dokie Corral. Line up the horse with your target, then click on the mouse button to throw your lasso. General store. Find out how the early pioneers lived by clicking on the different items. Candles. Candles were used for lights. You make these by putting deer or sheep fat into molds with wicks. Sometimes they had to dip the wicks in the hot fat and let them dry. They would do this many times until the candle was made. Baskets. Pioneers even made baskets. They made them from reeds that they had gathered or from strips of wood. They had to weave them together to make the shape they wanted. Soap. Soap to wash with in the creeks was made by hand. Soap was made outside over a fire. It was made with water, lye, and fat. When it was white and thick, they poured it into a tub to cool. Spinning wheel. Spinning wheels are what the pioneers used to make thread. They made the thread from sheep wool or cotton or flax that made linen. Baskets. Soap. Sheriff Buckshot's target practice. Use your 6 bullets to try and hit as many bean cans as possible.
Well, the horses should be all juiced up by now.
Let's find ourselves a new trail.
As the gang rides out of town, they see Sheriff Buckshot.
Are you cowpokes hitting a dusty trail already?
Yes, sir, Sheriff. As soon as we find a new trail.
Well, there is the old Coyote Switchback Trail that takes you to Buffalo Back Gorge. It's quite a sight.
Thanks, Sheriff. That's where we'll head next.
Just make sure you steer clear of Old Man Slim's mine.
Who is Old Man Slim?
Slim? Why, he's been here longer than I can remember. Got bit by the gold rush bug pretty bad. Thinks he's gonna make it rich. Never talks to anyone. The only time I see him is when he comes into town for supplies, and that's not very often.
He sounds awfully lonely.
Trust me, that's how he wants it.
The gang said goodbye to Sheriff Buckshot and started off for... As they follow the Coyote Switchback Trail, they come across different animals that live on the Great Plains. Click on them to hear them speak.
That was great fun. Let's keep riding to Buffalo Back Gorge.
As the horses come around a ridge, Old Slim's mine starts to come into view.
Sheriff Buckshot wasn't kidding. Looks like Old Man Slim wants to be left alone.
They see all the keep out signs and barbed wire around the mine's entrance.
He still must be awfully lonely down there in that mine all day long.
We better keep moving if we want to make Buffalo Back Gorge before nightfall.
Little did the gang know that Slim was waiting at the door of the mine, just out of sight, and had heard what Zoe had said.
Them young whippersnappers, I'm just fine. I'll show them when I make my fortune. He must be awfully lonely. Ha! They just want to take my claim from me like the rest of them.
Click the white ball with your mouse and follow it through the maze. To start again, click on the Start Over button.
All I need to do is blast through this layer of rock. I'm sure that gold vein is just on the other side this time. Light the dynamite by clicking on the fuse. As the dust settles, Slim sees the gold he's been searching for all these long years. Yee-haw! I'm rich! I'm rich! Suddenly, the tunnel starts to shake and the roof caves in, pinning Slim under a mountain of rocks. I can't move. Well, someone will come along soon and... Wait, all the signs and the barbed wire. After laying in the dirt for what seemed like forever, Slim looks back at the gold as he lies on the ground. Some fortune. I finally find it and they can't even help me. Suddenly, Slim hears some rocks moving.
Hey guys, over here. I found him. Are you okay?
I'm glad to see you. Quick, help me out before the whole cave gives in. A huge cloud of dust comes billowing out of the mine. After 40 years of searching for my fortune, I realized it couldn't help me out of the mess I'd gotten myself into. The true fortune was that you came along and helped me anyway.
That's the end of this new adventure. Did you learn anything today? Like when Slim got stuck in the gold mine and he realized his fortune was not going to save him and he had a real mess. Then the gang took the rocks off of him and they helped him out of the mine. And he told them that he was sure glad that they had come along when they did and could help him get out of his jam.
Don't store up treasures here on Earth where they can erode away or may be stolen.
Goodbye from CJ's closet. So long from CJ's closet. See you in CJ's closet.
Let's
click on a game. Click on a butterfly hunt.
Let's play the butterfly hunt. Click the flashing start button to begin. How many blue butterflies can you catch before sunset? Oops, oops. Oops, oops, oops. Oops. Oops.
Click on a game. Let's do a puzzle. Puzzles. Word search. Slide. Goodbye.